Greetings. Wasn't gonna stream, was just gonna, you know, go on hiatus, but I figured people might mistake that for life or something when it was intentional a little bit. Pretty much just, you know how many days I missed lurking last year on somebody? 2. You know why? I was in the hospital. I think it's time I reevaluate how much give and take exists in my life. And it's a little, you know, it's not even something that I'm mad about. I'm just disappointed, just, you know, disheartened that, you know, I mean, that, you know, still so fucking little in a community I've been busting my ass to try to be a part of. But I'm not, you know, not really surprised when I think about it. Like I said, just disappointed. I think people mistake using someone's content as a further their self as somehow showing props to that content creator that nobody else knows where you got the content from. Especially since you won't say, you know what I mean? And then on top of it, you know, you're not really discouraged by devs at this point, because content's content when you break it down. But old Merc's a little tired, a little empty. You know, the world's full of give and take. We can go back through and see how much give and take. More or less, old Merc's heart's a little tired. A little sad. A little too tired of seeing the same thing over and over. Like I said, and some people do it right, you know, and some people are limited to how much they can interact with their said community. A lot of people don't have that excuse, and it's just whatever remains, however unlikely. You know, the old adage. So we're just on here to talk about it for a little bit before old Merc disappears. I'm not giving up streaming, I'm just giving it up for a while. Because I've been putting a lot into it for myself, and I don't really have any validation that I exist yet. Savvy. It's not even about the money, because God knows I ain't making none of that. The only money I've made is, you know, what folks gifted or I've gifted. Haven't made, you know, a red fucking farthing off of ads, because that requires individuals. And somehow nobody's able to lurk back. Like social media, it's all a me game. Well, I wanted to see what would come of me pouring myself out into a community for a year. Possibly lonelier than I was. And, you know, I, quote, inspired a few people. Air quotes. Because inspiring somebody these days is nothing more than just making something that they want to rip off, right? And I'm not just throwing these out there. This is, you know, I'm going off of a year plus of life, of living it. Well, if you wanted to know how much Merc would suffer, that's how much. I'm tired. Just fucking tired. So I hope you guys have somebody else to lurk on. Well, I mean, clearly you do. Right. But you know what I mean. At some point I'm gonna need, you know, somebody to at least say something to me. Get tired of just doing it for fucking nothing, man. How's work? How are you? Streaming brokenhearted, not a good idea. Like I said, I didn't want anyone to mistake that I was just taking a break because I was physically tired. No, I'm every other way tired. Yeah. Well, when I'm not streaming, you can just sit in the same room with me and watch me play. Cut out the middleman. Man, if their idea was to discourage, then good fucking job. This, you know, one without, look to your own self. Yeah. Just one big social media game. Click, click, click. Uh-huh. And on top of it, I was already going through the what was called the sensation of not only finding out that your crush doesn't know you exist, like, you know, you counted on that, that was fine, but to find out they're in a relationship to boot, somehow that makes it worse. And then seeing the same old, nothing changed after a fucking year. I just can't do it. Just ran out. Stop throwing money at me, Mark. I'm quitting. Disheartening, yeah, tell me about it. It's my fucking heart. Figure I get sick of waiting on humanity to surprise me somehow. In something, anything. They just go out of their way to prove the rules. So, yeah, numbers might be dropping by one, everybody. Literally, just about everybody. Yeah, well, so much for leading to change by example and trying to fucking be part of something through suffering and going without and showing that you can give without getting. But after a while, it starts killing the soul when you realize you're not ever going to get anything back. Everybody's too preoccupied with, you know, not even realizing or really appreciating that you're the one giving them. It's just the fact that somebody's giving them. And if it ain't you, it's somebody else in their eyes, I guess. Fuck if I know what somebody wants, what anybody wants. I guess they just want free content to rip off. And a cheer bag yes man or something. I don't know. Don't know. Too tired to keep trying to find it out right now, honestly. I swear people think ripping off your content is somehow, you know, doing you a favor. Sure hadn't seemed to do me any yet. They'll have a breakdown on camera and disappear for a couple of months. Till they show up to rip somebody else off. I mean, that's what I've seen happen anyways. But if we act hard enough, then nobody will remember what a pussy we were on camera. Just gotta rip off every little tiny streamer I can lay my hands on. Well, they are childish because they never actually fought in a war. They never grew the fuck up, so they're still children posturing. Not to say that some people aren't capable of adulthood without combat, but I'm just going to say most of them, especially the ones who do nothing but play combat. Yeah. Not very difficult to segment it. Or just make, obscene off-color jokes that you don't think anybody will get. Just every time you need humanity to be a little human, to just not take whatever they can without giving anything back past a smile or a go fuck yourself or a watch what I can do with it better. You know, it's easy to say watch what I can do when, you know, we're in a spotlight that we get handed to us. No. In which case, running your mouth probably isn't the most important thing you should be doing. So yeah, if any humans do watch this, you broke my fucking heart. Okay. Okay. Glad we cleared that up. And no, Floke, you're not human. You're too good to be a human. I don't know. I just like everybody just thinks that they don't, you know, you're just there for nothing but them. You know, you don't want to know that you, you know, you're everything's great in your life all the fucking time. You don't ever need, you know, anybody to fucking acknowledge your existence. You know, you're there for nothing but for them. You know. I mean, I'm not even that fucking. I don't even think somebody's like in my stream for me. Oh, where do you get so fucking self-absorbed? But I guess, you know, that's easy to do when people are throwing money at you and kissing your ass and blah, 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 and everything else that streamers go through. But they don't go through any of that until somebody's doing it, oddly enough. And it's not even like that's what we were doing it for. It was just like to be part of a community, but it doesn't feel like we're part of a community. It feels like I'm just in here by myself 90% of the time, unless Float pops in or some other fucking sod graces me with a fucking lurk. You know, but still somehow I never get anything from that lurk, so it's kind of curious that, you know, are you actually lurking, or are you just, you know, stopping by to say you're lurking, so I'll keep giving you my lurk? Is that how it fucking works? You know. I know humanity's depravity knows no fucking bounds. There is nothing a human won't do to you given the opportunity. You just gotta figure out which human it is. But it's a shame that you can't become a somewhat reputable streamer without that happening. And then you gotta wonder, do they think they're giving you props? Do they think they're, you know, encouraging you to keep making new content when all you see come of it is they rip it off to get views? Because they don't have any content of their own anymore? One could argue. I don't know. When it's left up to the person to decipher, how do you think it could go any way but wrong? You know? Especially with eons of time in between with, like, literally... Oh, greed is... Yeah, that's... It's all about... It's all about greed. If it ain't about greed, they just get a fucking thrill out of fucking somebody over and trying to ruin their fucking life. I just don't see how never being in somebody's community, but just taking from it to further yourself, I just don't see how that's support. I really don't. And we're not talking about the goofy little title shit. I mean, that's what was his fucking name? Stan Lee got me hooked on that when I was a fucking kid. Okay, I couldn't give one shit about the titles. That brings me joy. That's when someone directly takes what I have done and recreates it to get more views when they're already on top. It's kind of like, how sorry of an individual are you? And then when no one says or does anything in the community but congratulate it and announce it and trumpet it, then you gotta wonder, well, I guess we're kind of finding out what the fuck's wrong, aren't we? Because we talk about not showing favoritism, but we still show favoritism to everybody else. See what I'm saying? You can't do it and then say how you're not going to do it. Just because you've already showed them favoritism, savvy. That's not help. That's that's the wrong way to go about it, I promise. Wonder why you have to run your community like a goddamn fucking Hogan's Heroes. Just maybe I don't know. I don't know. I can't help people with humanity, but I just wish that they could see what they do to others. If they could just see what they do to others, how little, like how much give and take there's supposed to be, but how little there actually is. Just a shred of give a fuck. Because, I mean, If I was doing it for money or any other reason, I'd have stopped by now. Past, you know, wanting to put into a community, to be a part of a community, to feel like, you know, maybe they had my back as much as I had theirs. I don't know, man. People just don't fucking care. You can't fucking take joy in their life without it being all about them. You know? Couldn't imagine wanting to mean more than what's up after, you know, a couple years. Surely that's enough for everybody in their daily life. Man, honestly, nobody will probably even fucking miss me if I never came back. I'd just be that guy that had that screen thing. Yeah. Yeah. Community was, hey, how are you doing? Oh, I'm great. How are you? Oh, you hopped into my stream. Hell, I get a chance, I'll hop into your stream. Something similar to that. Now it's all like, yes, I've manipulated you into coming into my stream and me not having to support you in yours. Yes, further my career for me, you stooge. And on top of it, everybody acts like their fucking little sandcastle is Fort Knox, and you gotta get into it. Like you could give one shred of a shit about their fucking DMs. Whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, that's self-importance. It'll fuck you up. He's alive. What's up, full boosted? Just in time for my last stream. Not forever, probably. But I'm running out of give a fuck and go without and entertain no one. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, I've only done it for a year and however long. Kind of sick of seeing the same sad numbers that I started with. Tired to see the only thing I'm doing is furthering others' careers for them. Fucking follows, bits, all that shit rain out of the sky. Can't even get one person to show up reasonably and tell you you matter. And that's including if you hop into their stream and do it for them. Yep, it is what it is. Put in like 90 hours to get $9 when I donated 2 subscriptions myself, so. And then if we were to ignore the moolah aspect of it, just take the monetization straight off the table, even then, I've had, like, the amount of interactions that I've had with people could be counted on, like, one hand for the week. Like, I don't know. Like, there's enough streamers. That's all I can think. There's enough streamers and they got enough content. Yeah, Booster, I gifted you a sub like, I don't know, 7, 8 months ago. Sorry it expired. Yeah, I know you haven't streamed. What does streaming have to do with Twitch? What the fuck is that bad? Well, I mean, let me, take it from me. Getting affiliate doesn't mean jack shit. I fucking had more people watching me before I made affiliate. But somehow me making $1 in my day is the end of the world. And the fucked up thing is I'm in any number of communities. I'm in like over a dozen fucking communities and they're all the same pretty much. All about me. But they never shut up about how much they support each other. No worries. I haven't had a drop of the creature in a long time, but I think I'm gonna tear myself up this weekend. Week 2, probably. Fuck it. I never started out to want to be famous. I just wanted somebody, you know, just I kind of wanted that old like when we had high school friends or just friends and played games together and shot the shit, fucking relaxed after a bullshit day. It's pretty much the height of my ambition with it. But I don't think that kind of community exists anymore. Maybe as a toy on a string, you know. Hey, look what, you know, you could too if you, but you can't if you, I don't know. That's the sad thing. Like, I was doing jack shit with my life before I started this shit. Just didn't expect it to mean so little to everybody else. Just a couple people, or, you know, remind me while I'm fucking doing it. Not sitting here waiting for my bud to get off work when I could just fucking, you know, cut out the fucking stream and not worry about this shit. No, the greed and the self-importance is fucking ridiculous. You know, it's a fucking Discord community, not NORAD, motherfucker. No, pissed off is a couple octaves lower. And who isn't irritated this time of year? Why would, you know, anyone think that maybe saying something or, you know, feigning giving a fuck, short of giving a fuck, would matter to anybody? Just don't think you can convince others to give a fuck by pouring out all the give a fuck you could ever have. You know. I guess just expect humans to be humans and you won't be disappointed. Yeah, because we're like over halfway to our first or second whatever raid out achievement. Raid out with so many blah blah blah, so many blah blah times, and no idea why I'm bothering that either. Really don't. I guess, you know, like I said, this is where Merc runs out. Yeah, but see, you're wrong, because I care. See there? I fucking care. I just happen to be the only fucking one. I'm sick of myself. Well, fuck, I want to concentrate on myself. You're saying because everyone else is a narcissist, I should be too. That's the truth. I mean, I have to fucking like it. Like, fuck, I can't. They burn pretty easily. Well, I think what he's saying is we're all resigned to just go to hell the way we are. Forget change. Uh-uh. I'm being ridiculed for carry. Hey, hey, is he crafty? Oh, nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people like doing the beginning bits of Minecraft. Even over and keep the hole, but might as well grass it. No, right, right. I'm not sure what version they're on even. No, I want to try to upgrade, or me and Floke want to try to upgrade this to where you can edit signs and stuff, that version. Depending on what breaks in this world, we got a lot of uh, modded blocks and stuff. Last time we did an upgrade or an update, they changed didn't even change the block all the way. They just changed how it interacted as a train block, so I couldn't have round windows anymore, which pissed me off. I used to keep up on the patch notes and stuff, but you still here, stoned? If you showed up, just told me to get my shit together, and then dipped off for another 6 months, I'm gonna be a little miffed. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Just kidding. Wow. Yeah, of course you show up when I'm on a grouchy stream, dude. Been pouring my soul out for like months. At least it felt like months. I don't know how, it just is. Are you British? I don't want to say it's because you're British, but... Okay. Okay, now I'm curious where you're from, because you got a peculiar accent. Oh, okay. Surely. Also a good reason. You don't want to say it, but his middle name's Rasputin. Yeah, did they release a new version of Minecraft recently? I think I saw my launcher, the multi-MC launcher updated or wanted an update. Oh dear, an ad. If only. I already gifted the subs I could gift this month. It's weird. You give people subs and they never show up. So then you're like, well, was it because of the sub? Yeah, they probably changed a bunch of shit. Oh, the ever selfless folk. I'd come out with like a gauntlet of 3 groups of 3 ads, and they just get increasingly more. Fuck my life. I call it a cat of 9. Talking about the last group is like that mom and daughter conversation from the fucking 90s about tampons. or the fucking pads, whatever the fuck. Telling you they're gonna get awful. I might just fucking throw in like a 3-minute go fuck your life Hallmark one too. You've seen Hallmark lately? It is god awful. That's why I was stuck. I was stuck with horror, like horror face, just like I had seen a car crash from like 3 feet away. I was just stuck looking at the TV when I was down at the family's for Thanksgiving. And a bloke was like, "Hey, you know this is how it was now?" I was like, "No. Why has no one done anything?" God awful. Oh, dude, I'll start a revolution over fucking ads. Okay. I get 50 something more. Where do they keep coming from? I wish I could turn my brain off, but some of them are just. Yeah, see, I'll watch a band Skittles commercial. I said Kittle Eyes, did I? Monica, Monica. Uh-huh. Hmm. No, it's the black market. Oh, I didn't see his message. Yeah, man, that was a I think it was Ice River drifting. Do that or like, I'm not sure. Good shit though. Uh-huh. And yeah, just You just gotta wonder what drugs were involved in some lyrics. You don't know. A woman have to pay me these days. Yeah. I was just bullshitting. And you know this, man. Can I explain why grasping the moon? Because it is one of the, like, it is uh, the lushness that I like. And you won't really be able to tell it's a mushroom biome. Well, I mean, like the fancy part of it. See, there'll be different districts, like Bob's Burgers, something, also something. Uh, I mean, don't that look nice? It's gotta look better than that. We got that. Best biome of bullshit. Or this. All right. But yeah, I got, or I should say, me and Floyd, we got big plans for this whole island. And this down here will be village trading, set in modern Tokyo kind of setting. Figure out that big giant gate. Because we only have ships and stuff in the harbor too. Like we plan on there being an actual harbor, like back over here. This is for the smaller boats with the little inlets. There'll be little docks built up in here, probably on this backside. Maybe circumferencing both. We'll see. And then this out here, you can barely see it loaded this time, but that'll be like a feudal Japan era town. And I got a couple, I think I do, areas of like we're gonna do Forbidden Temple style places. Got the Guardian Farm over here. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just like a pastime right now for the grass. I mean, if we go under here, we I did. Well, I say we, the royal we, did some digging today. Working through. I can't sit idle. If I sit idle, I don't do well. So we did a lot of digging. Oh shit! And this will be the farm hub, like plant growing. If it takes bone meal, it'll be down there. You know, plant-based farms. Hmm. Got the train depot. Mm-hmm. And safety too, right? We do have one train here. They're kind of spread out right now. What are you doing in my passenger seat? Yeah. And you can actually, you know, load up trains like this is a cargo car. And you got to build it yourself, you know, the whole thing. However, you envision a train, you pretty much get the freedom to make it. See the carriages on the bottom remain the same. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's a good mod pack. We've been sticking with it for a good while. I think this is the third or fourth version of Minecraft we've carried it to. Though we have upgraded the map twice. I'll say upgraded. We kind of outgrew the map, the hub. It looked like the starting areas, you know. So we just start a new map and try to do it bigger and better. This one's relatively young. We only have a handful of farms. But the create farm and the biomes of plenty, I think, are the biggest add most mods we have. I believe. Oh yeah, the mushroom biome is so I don't have to bother about lighting. I can have dramatic lighting and stuff like that here without worrying about spawns. So that's it's plus, you know, I lost my voice plenty enough to creepers. Yeah. Oh, dude, like let. Wait, I need that. This fucking. Whoops. I gotta go in. Yep. There we go. This should be it. Yeah, there we go. Creepers. Last time I came down here, it spawned like nothing but creepers. They've been pouring them out of this little height right here. So there's like So many creepers. But yeah, folk, this is the areas I'm talking of expanding to. We never have to freaking dig, my friend. Oh, oh. Eh. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, full boosted isn't wrong. It's just humans being humans. Just never really been human myself, I guess. In that regard. Yeah, yeah. We're a bot. Yeah, I is a bot. I are bot. But you got it backwards. It's humans that don't have emotions. Yeah. Everybody's always known it. Like, I've always been an outcast. It's a dare to say. Like, I could come up with, like, I don't know, a freaking cure to the common cold or something. Nobody'd give one shred of a shit until somebody else stole it and came out with it. Shit you not. Humans do not like me. Oh my god, just kill everything already. Goddamn Fucking alarm. Thank you. Damn. I like you more than I like me, though, Float. God. Yeah, I think my disguise came out a little too much looking like Frankenstein. I just knew something's off. Yeah, fire, yeah. For you. Mm-mm-mm. Thank God, I really don't want to replace this grass. You know, if I hadn't have just been playing GTA, I'd have got me. Good one. If somebody asks you if you want some yay, You say nay. Okay. Just stupid mushroom. Eating my flight path. Oh. Yeah, I can't get people to just talk to me, man. You think RP is gonna be better? I just don't see that going well. Because, you know, I'd either not be clever enough or I'd be dying inside. Either from, you know, pain or trying not to make the first funny that comes into my mind. But I've watched a good bit of it for sure. Definitely. RP, so play a role. What would you do? Something's so wrong with me that I gotta act like somebody else to get interaction? Is that what you're saying to me? Yeah, I suppose I could try, but, you know, kind of have to be in a good spot, I would think. All zen and whatnot. Just be that guy that sprints through cutscenes. Help, raccoon stole my penis. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the cheer float. Oh man, I almost felt bad for that raccoon that drank that liquor store. Like $20,000 worth. Poor guy was so shit-faced, he just crawled into the bathroom and was so passed out they stuffed him in like a box and took a picture after like the next day he was still passed out. It was like, oof. Little guy will probably never drink again. Or he's created a real problem for himself. goals there. Yeah, I mean, you got stuff around the property to do. It's been kind of a handful trying to do it and maintain my schedule. Anyways. We got some plum trees going. Deer. I'm getting some. Got a couple more rows for Float and me to morally support him while planting. I'm the location person. Logistics. There you go. R&D. Executive producing, you know, that kind of thing. The foreman. Red Foreman's your father? You poor bastard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not as much as as I'd like it to. I'd still prefer digging the hole myself. Not that you don't, you know, dig a great hole. It's just pretty raw, Raggy. All right. Wait, I missed. Well, I know I just saw. There we go. Okay. A little more grass in the area. Screw it. Let's go ahead. Oh yeah, appreciate you bearing with me. Holidays. I don't know how long it'll take me to get used to people being people. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm still holding my breath over. You know, as far as Full Boosted was talking, it probably has something to do with Mario. I mean, honestly, let's be a little honest. Like some kind of something buried in childhood that has me fascinated with a Mushroom Island building on language center crapped out there. No idea. And that's true, Donkey Kong too. Oh, goodness, my tailbone's running out of life. We'll get this wrapped up, then I'm going to wrap up stream, unfortunately. Sure hope I get back into the house this year. Next year, maybe. Probably next year. Well, definitely next year. But you know what I mean. Not long after next year. I'm enjoying that Ghost of Tsushima or whatever it is. There we go. Pretty cool game. I've just been exploring and stuff. So I'll probably just continue playing that on my own. And take some time off. Oh yeah, I love the combat on it. Once you get the hang of it. Thank you. Appreciation. Yeah, reminds me.
He's still there, he's still there. Oh shit, you're coming.
Oh, that was a clip. Okay. I think more skills unlocked. Yeah, yeah. Looks like you further your stance and you can evolve your stances and stuff and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And there we go. Well, now we don't have to worry about doing it when we we'll do a path. Do path out there, probably around hook into one that'll come around like that. So go to this side. Then we also need one that'll probably snake through here and go up onto the road. You know, because there plans to be like there's a little neighborhood that'll be a street corner, big building, but there'll be like neighborhood houses down here, couple. Well, the back alley is what my plan is. So yeah, we'll see. Probably cover that hole up. Mm-hmm. Where's my tree? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a little update stream. Appreciate everybody stopping by. It's good to hear from you, Stone, or Full Boosted. Was actually a little worried about you. It's been a minute since I heard from you or saw you active, so good to see you're doing good. And thanks for showing up to lend a machete to my intellectual thicket. Always appreciated. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll get back to it at some point, you know. And as always, whenever, wherever, however, thank you for the support. It means so much. Be sure to you know, show love to your favorite streamers or just, you know, streamers. I try to if I don't feel, I'm socially awkward, so if I don't feel like, you know, or feel confident or feel like subjecting myself to the stress of communication, I just lurk. That's how I show my support. You too, brother. You too, man. Have a good holiday. And we'll be back into it after the holidays, you know. We're gonna bounce back. Right? Right. Mm-hmm. So that's gonna do it for us here today at Arrowhead Web. We'll catch you whenever the next broadcast is. And have a good holidays and a happy new year. Mm-hmm. Right, right. So until we shall meet again, stay frosty, my friends. Peace.